Hello, this is Ashley Lee with Staff Council for your June Staff Spotlight, and today we're speaking with Wanja Ngugi, the Assistant Director of the Coca-Cola Space Science Center. Wanja, thank you for speaking with us today.
Oh, thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your role here at the Space Science Center.
Well, I have an amazing position here as the Assistant Director. One of my main responsibilities is daily operations, so I make sure that all our groups and guests that come in the door have a smooth experience. Secondarily, I'm responsible for our marketing and fundraising, and we do a lot of special projects. So it's like some of the June activities we'll be talking about, I'm heavily responsible for those as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, can you share a little bit more with us about how some of the work that you and your colleagues do, what inspires you?
Oh, that's such a big and broad question. So we're so lucky that we get to interact with kindergarteners all the way to 85-year-olds who in this very space that we're in will do Challenge a Learning mission. I think the most exciting part of my job is seeing people have that spark every day. And I don't think there's too many jobs on campus where every day you see a kid's face light up because they've learned this new experience. And that's the smallest part. And then we have students who are working for NASA. Matt Bartow, who is just working with us, just took on a job at NASA. Cameron is another student of ours. So we've got these success stories that are just amazing. And now that we've been open since 1996, you see those students who came in elementary, came to college at CSU, and are now doing amazing things. And I have to mention John Hood. He's working on telescopes that are going to end up going to Antarctica. Like, we have a student who's a local Columbus person who's going to be working on things in Antarctica, which is super amazing and awesome. It's really cool, right? Bred right here in this very environment.
Wow, how wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like there's something for students, kids of all ages here to come and enjoy and learn about. So tell us, what are some ways that our staff, our administrators, and potentially even their kids can get involved this summer and be part of what's going on here?
Well, one, we're open every single day, Monday through Saturday, so just come on in and enjoy us. If you haven't been to the Space Science Center in a long time, we've changed a lot. I've only been here about 3 years, and just in that time we've had a lot of new changes, from new shows to new permanent artifacts. So come in and just enjoy us from day to day. We've also got free astronomy nights, and this summer in June and July, every Monday we're out at Callaway Gardens at 9 p.m. with Dr. Rosa Williams. So that's always super fantastic. But just come on down and enjoy our festivities, and I'd love to talk a little bit about our celebrations of the 50th anniversary coming up soon.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that. So is there a way for staff to be involved in that as well?
Yes, there are a couple of different ways. We've got 2 weekends of awesome is what we're calling it. Celebrating the moon landings in 1969 is when the first man landed on moon, first 2 men. And so we're doing a sci-fi weekend, June 14th and 15th, and that's especially exciting. It's one of the few times the public has an opportunity to come into this Challenge a Learning Center and do a mission. So go online to our Facebook and learn about that. Kevin J. Anderson, he is a Star Wars and Dunes author. He's also a former board of the Challenge a Learning Center. He's going to be here that Friday night, and it's an exclusive evening to get to interact with him, get some behind the scenes at the Space Science Center that you typically would not. That following Saturday is just a sci-fi fans dream day. We've got vendors, we've got food trucks, kids will do some Jedi training, Kevin J. Anderson will be here. We have someone doing makeup artists for like the movies and so forth. So just super fantastic.
How wonderful.
And that's just one of the weekends, right?
Wow,
yes.
busy.
And then our keynote is astronaut Fred Hayes. If you've seen the movie Apollo 13, he's played by Bill Paxton.
Okay.
So astronaut Fred Hayes from the Apollo 13 is coming to Columbus, Georgia. Free event, June the 21st at 7 p.m. at University Hall. Okay. You can go online and reserve an opportunity to pre-seat from 6 to 6:30. So that's free. And then the next day, he'll have a limited opportunity here to do some photos, so you can get in line for that. But also we'll be building air rockets, and we'll have real moon rocks, like actual real moon rocks, which is super fantastic. Yeah.
How fun. Okay, well, thank you so much. That's great information for us all to have, and we'll definitely share that out. And one other question for you about just the work of the Space Science Center. I know that this is a particularly busy time of year for everyone, but it seems like there are so many long-term effects of the work that you're doing today. So these moments where you get to inspire people with a guest or with an astronomy night, something that they otherwise would not see.
Right.
But they get to see it here in this community. And you've spoken a little bit about the student impact, but when it comes to your guests, your visitors, how do you feel like the long-term impact of community engagement, how do you feel like that's something unique to Columbus, unique to the Space Science Center, and just something worth continuing and growing?
Well, absolutely. So our mission here is to inspire everyone and to grow a community love and understanding for science and technology and its power. And so I feel that every time we have someone come into our building, whether they come one time or with Muskogee County students, we see them from kindergarten to 6th grade. So that's 7 years we're having an opportunity to interact with them. And what we do, I think that's very special, is we bring things to life. So you may learn about space, you may hear about all the missions that have happened, but when you come here, we have an actual engine nozzle that's been to space 9 different times, right? So for the student or the person who has a little bit of an inclination, they come here, they learn the back ends. We have a research grade telescope, so we bring it to life and they see a path. Dr. Sean Cruzen would probably say that's what we're able to offer, is we translate some of your thoughts and ideas into reality, right? What can you do if you work in a museum? And I'm not a scientist, but I work in a museum and I love it, right? So there are just all these different opportunities that we're able to offer. Grandparents call asking for their kids to come and intern with us. And so I think our biggest impact is we're able to bring to life and to bring something a little different to the community and something super fun, right?
Yeah.
And what I love is you're having fun and then you learn without realizing it. And so it's a little easier to take it in that perspective.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, Wanja. And this has been your Staff Spotlight. Tune in next time.
Thank you.